Freedlinghaus, CEO of the world-famous West Coast Customs. What started as a $5,000 loan from my grandfather became this. The most creative and innovative custom car shop on the planet. This is my world, and this is how it's done.
Yeah, tattoos and tailpipes and bad in the bone. We're the West Coast wizards of leather and chrome. We're the kings of custom. West Coast Customs. West Coast Customs.
From the rendering to reality, you'll see it all. Inside West Coast Customs. All of our clients are important, of course. Virgin is a huge brand, but this build is definitely going to take a little bit step ahead just because it is Richard Branson. He is a powerful guy and somebody we want to work with in the future also. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Ryan.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
Hey.
How's it going? Hey, Billy. This is our shop.
Hey, man.
Well, let's check it out. So I just had a good meeting with Billy, Zach, and Ryan. We went over the build. To me, this is going to be a really fun one. One, I've always wanted to do an armored truck. Two, these are really good guys to be working with because, you know, they're not really strict on, hey, this has to be like this. They're going to let us do our thing, which I think they're big fans. They know we know what we're doing. And I think we're going to have fun with this project.
Gamers from all around the world need to be able to play each other for points, cash, prizes. E3, biggest entertainment, conference in the world. And we want this crazy armored truck for Branson to come out of with some hot girls, a couple $1 million in cash.
And we've always wanted to do an armored truck. So this is what is, I guess the big question is, what does it need to have in it, and what should we kind of elaborate on? I know we got to have game stations for everybody to play games.
TVs, consoles. It'd be cool if inside, if we had like a place for them to sit while they're maybe inside of the truck.
VIP spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe something on the outside of the truck. If we could put TVs on the outside, that'd be pretty cool too.
I think it went really well. I think those guys are just super, super creative.
Game stations, just what, PlayStation, Xboxes?
Yeah. We chose West Coast Customs because, you know, they really epitomized this culture and made it mainstream, made it cool, made it irreverent, and that's kind of what Virgin is and what everything's about.
I'm excited. This will be fun. Me and Jeff will get together right away and we'll come up with some renderings. I'll get them to you within a day or so and really just get going. This will be a good way to get us into the door and hopefully everything goes great and this build goes the way we need it to go and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're really excited about this and can't wait to see it when it's all done up and as the TVs and is ready to go and we could drive it around and hopefully try to pick up chicks.
What's up, Jeff?
What's up, Ryan?
Where are we?
We're working on this armored car.
Their big thing is they want it to be a wow factor. When this thing pulls out and they unveil this deal at E3, it needs to be wowed.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is, definitely the ones on the side are good. We gotta come up with something for the back, like something bigger. So you think maybe we could do one, make maybe a bigger one, like a 32 on the one side, and then maybe something that they can bolt on when they get to the event?
If we eliminated the left door?
Yeah, we just made it so it doesn't open.
Okay.
And then put a bigger one on that side, and then basically put one on, you know, those swiveled mounts? So they could swivel it, kinda, open the door, swivel it down to something like that.
Oh yeah, so
and then,
you could close the door and then...
Right. That way at least they get some bigger TVs back there, and then all the game stations will be there, which is cool. I think that's perfect. And that's it. And then the lounge, me and Ish are gonna go and lay out the inside of it. But I think we're good.
Yeah, we're close.
So if you can do those couple little changes, I'll send it off, get it approved, and I'll get them cutting on it.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. All right, here we go. It's time again. So the idea behind this is, of course, Virgin. Everybody knows Virgin. They're coming out with a new company, side company called Virgin Gaming, which they're gonna launch at E3, which is basically the biggest video game conference. Yeah, in the world. So they're gonna come out with this. They want us to build an armored truck in a clear safe because Richard Branson, the owner of Virgin, is going to come out of the armored truck with bags of money and drop it into this clear safe. And yes, it's going to be real money. We only got a couple weeks to get this done, not a whole lot of time, but there's not a whole lot of stuff. The cool thing is it's an armored truck. There's going to be some pluses and some bads. Hopefully this thing isn't really built with concrete in the walls, because we got to mount TVs on the sides, and then we build the inside with a little lounge like we do it. I don't know how big this thing is on the inside. Maybe we won't have enough room to do it, but at least a couch with a TV and a game station or something. The first thing we gotta do is get this thing gutted, figure out how much room we really have, figure out how you're gonna do the TVs in the back. We gotta make everything user-friendly on this. I think that's a big point. It's because it's gonna go to events. You want this thing to be able to plug in, boom, boom. You don't have to worry about nothing.
For the Virgin Gaming build, we're gonna take an old armored truck that used to haul millions of dollars. We're gonna transform it into a $1 million gaming lounge, suitable for Sir Richard Branson. First, we need to cut out the sides and install two 55-inch TVs. Then, we're gonna put two TVs on the back. One of them is gonna be a 32-inch that can swivel so the door can close. The other will be a 42-inch that can be removed and stored inside. 4 PlayStations and 4 Xboxes will connect all the TVs together to have the sickest gaming station on wheels. To put the final stamp on the exterior, we're gonna carve out a custom Virgin grill. Then we move on to the VIP gaming lounge. To make this room plush, we're gonna make a couch out of Lamborghini suede and light it up with a Virgin sign. To set the mood, there's gonna be an insane sound system, along with a 32-inch TV and of course, a PlayStation and Xbox, so Sir Richard Branson can get his game on.
Where's my welding helmet?
We got the truck in here finally. We got it all broke down. We got to see how much room was really in it. And now we got the holes cut in. We got the fabrication done for the game stations. The next step is gonna be getting these TVs mounted so Ish can lay out the interior and see how much room we really have once the TVs are mounted and they're all, you know, the boxes are built for them. And then hopefully we get the video game stations in and working and then do some testing on it. See what happens after that. Ta-da! It's empty. A lot more.
Way bigger than Saturday.
Yeah. So I think we can really get down on this. Let's get in there and figure out what we can do. See, the only thing is what you got to remember. Right now, they're going to mount the TVs. Mm-hmm. So once the TVs are mounted, we can figure out where we're going to be able to build the walls. But I think all this needs to do is have like a nice little couch. It's going to be a low boy probably.
So we make a couch across from here to the wall. Mm-hmm. That'll be perfect.
But it's going to sit low, right? Because you don't want to sit too high.
Why not? You got room.
Well, how high do you want to bring it off the ground? About that?
Like kickback,
yeah.
Kickback chairs.
I say we just do one little couch. One little L couch.
We can make the couch from here up to here. So if this door is gonna remain closed, we have space.
Right.
Because we have to do like an L.
So we put the TV on this side.
Yeah. Okay, so whatever I do on the couch, it has to be like nice.
Yeah.
Plush.
Richard Branson is going to be sitting in that couch.
Coming up on Inside West Coast Customs.
Boozer went out of town, and he's kind of left a list on a couple things that need to get done. So it looks like we're on schedule, but every time I say that, something always happens.
Right now we're cutting out 3/16 aluminum and it'll be the frame around the TV. This particular one, what we're gonna do, what I did is drew it up on my computer in a DXF file, and then we gave it to Jeff. He converts it so the machine can understand it, and then now I'm coming down to run it. So it's Basically a computer-controlled water jet machine made by Hydrojet.
Definitely doing an armored truck for the business and for me has been one of those things that I've always wanted to do. I think it's a cool truck to build. Definitely doing this build for them, being able to build an armored truck is fun. I think in the future we'll probably have to build us one.
Plan today is to get this TV, to get everything done. We're gonna get this 42-inch mounted right on the back, on the left side. We're gonna get the 32-inch swivel mounted and the TV mounted so we can swivel the TV on the inside door. And then we're gonna mount the two 55-inch TVs on the outside. It's actually fitting too tight. I don't like that. When I welded these on, one of the welds went just a little too high, so it's holding the TV up probably a 1/16 of an inch too high. Push. Now it's done right. Good job. We're gonna play a little trick on Ryan. We're gonna hide some money in the safe, and we're gonna get him in here because he doesn't think the safe's been opened yet. We got the 32-inch mounted. And it's ready to just swivel.
Does it swivel?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Can you grab the handle?
Did you pick lock it already?
Hold on, look.
Oh, yes! Whoa, is there money in here? The guys definitely tried to play a joke on me and had some money in the safe that they busted open. Sweet. Definitely got me for probably 2 seconds, but then I looked at it and realized that it's wrapped in a rubber band. It's probably not the way it would be if it was in an armored truck for reals.
That was good though.
Well, we can
almost got me.
We can edit the part out because he almost got excited. He said, "Is there money?" And then we'll stop.
Well, because I seen the papers, I was like, "Oh, there's really stuff in there." My face might have looked like they got me, but they didn't really get me.
All right, it looks good.
How's the seat?
Seat's good. Probably do a different foam in the back. It's a little firm.
So the goal is for him to be done with most of fabrication tomorrow, and then they're gonna start wiring it, building out all the stuff they need to build with the walls, then move it to body shop on Monday, and then let the body shop have it for 3 or 4 days, and then from there do the final assembly and then hopefully line exit. Line exit and then the final assembly.
Line exit, final assembly.
But yeah, I think we're good. The only problem was painting. I haven't told the paint department yet that we're painting this.
We're gonna cut a hole out in here, and that's where the air conditioning unit's gonna go on the roof and here and then sandwich together.
What I don't understand, and this is what I was talking to Boozer about, is they put bulletproof glass in, but the walls aren't bulletproof. So what's the point?
Well, these walls are it's 1/8-inch plate. You got 2 pieces of 1/8-inch plate.
What's that gonna stop? It's not gonna even stop at 22.
Oh yeah, it will.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, so what do we got?
380 automatic, 9mm, 38 snub nose.
What do we want to start with?
Let's start with the 380.
Did it go through?
No.
We got to use a 9.
Okay. 380 didn't work.
380.
9 millimeters next.
Let's do it.
You want to do the honors?
Yeah, I'll do the honors.
Go. Same thing as the 380.
It went in more.
Yeah, because you're right next to a slice in the metal.
That's it, dude. I'm gonna aim right at that one.
So the next gun is a little bit bigger powder and a little bit bigger bore, but we're only using lead rounds. They're not jacketed. So you're gonna have the same effect.
Is that where I was hitting?
This is what you hit right there. Those 3 right there.
Definitely, this is a 380. Here. This is a 9. And then this is a 38. I guess these dudes are pretty safe.
High velocity bullets will probably go through.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, and even then, it still might be going through 2 pieces. I don't know, dude.
All right, well, I brought something that's really gonna go
Let's see. I'll wait and see. Those went through.
44?
44 mag. It went through there, and we went through here, but not back here.
So with the double-plated, 44 can't stop them.
Still can't get to the armored guys. They're still safe.
So Alex, you won.
I say the guys in the armored cars are the winners.
I owe you lunch.
All right, bologna sandwiches.
So I lost a bet. Even the big gun that I brought didn't even go through the double-skinned one. It's okay. I'm a good loser. I'll go home, make them a sandwich.
So I can't wait to go get my bologna sandwich.
Where we're at right now on the Virgin build basically is Boozer went out of town, which is a little bit of an issue. I'm having a little bit of a problem with it. He left this morning, but he got a lot done last night, and he's kind of left a list on a couple things that need to get done. Hopefully the guys get all that stuff done. In the meantime, Chad is gonna finish building the couch. He's gonna start building the walls. We're gonna get Darren in there. He's gonna start wiring it so this thing can hopefully get off to paint by Monday. I think we've made really, really good progress. We got all the parts that we need. We got the plexiglass in yesterday. She's making the safe right now as we speak. So it looks like we're on schedule, but every time I say that, something always happens, so I'm gonna try not to say it, but I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed, and hopefully you guys work really hard today. By end of day today, I should know where we're at for the rest of the week. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's not really that bad news. I tried to talk these guys into wrapping it. They really want to paint it.
Okay.
The issue is I'm gonna have the guys work all weekend. So on Tuesday we can bring this thing over here and get it prepped and get it ready.
What we'll do is for the red, let's get something that's actually like a Virgin that has their red in it.
Okay.
We'll match it to that red so it's kind of an authentic to their color. And then we can lay these out, spray over the top of it with the gaming stuff. We'll have to do some masking. We can get Jeff to do some masks for us for these.
Yeah. I've kind of already prepared him too on it, so he knows. All right, so you think we'll be all right?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a big squirt, but are those the stock wheels that are on it right now?
Yeah, we're not gonna change them. We're just gonna paint them. What I'm thinking is we'll just spray them black.
Give me the Pantone, I'll get a color code, we'll get some off that, and I'll see what it's gonna take for materials, and we'll get it handled.
Okay.
In the car, we're gonna do 5 Xboxes, 5 PlayStations. In this unit right here, we're doing 4 and 4, and we got one PlayStation, 1 Xbox going in the car in that entertainment center. So I got 4 and 4. I got 8 systems mounted in here. Right now I'm torching it. I got that sanded finish on it when I torch it. What it does, it melts it, kind of makes it shiny. That way when I put my LED or my neon behind it, it'll be transparent, so like it travel through it. If I leave it sanded, the light, it's gonna stop right here and it won't go into the acrylic and shine out through the other side.
Hey, we're working tomorrow.
Okay.
Not Monday.
Not Monday?
Yeah, tomorrow. See, that's how you're supposed to answer your boss. Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. So that's the plan. So we're gonna take Monday off, but we're gonna work tomorrow. All right. So we gotta really, the big goal is what we gotta hit is we gotta move that thing to Body Shop Tuesday.
Tuesday? Can I come in Monday and not Saturday?
So that needs to be moved Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we gotta get as much done as we can.
So I gotta come in Monday.
You know that I don't have to fight with anybody but him. And if I can get him to come,
he'll still tell you no and I'll show up.
I know.
I'll never admit it to you.
He just wants to bubble my blood.
Coming up on Inside West Coast Customs, Ish had an issue.
We always gotta fight about.
He never listens to what I say in the beginning, and I end up making him redo it.
At least I'm honest. A little bit of a recap of where we're at. It's the end of the week right now. We've had a long week. A lot of good stuff has happened, a lot of bad stuff has happened. My deadline was to move the armor truck into the body shop Tuesday morning. Since Monday's a holiday, Tuesday, we need to move it in, and I don't feel very comfortable with it. There's a ton of stuff that still needs to be done. A lot of electronics, a lot of speaker configuration that they gotta figure out. We're behind the 8 ball now. We have 7 days left, 7 days, 8 hours basically, and 2 of these days are gonna be gone because the guys aren't working Sunday or Monday, so we're coming back Tuesday with trying to move this. I don't know. I think we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and figure out, are we gonna paint it or are we not gonna paint it?
I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish the couches today because it's almost time for me to leave. You know, it's Saturday. We're supposed to be leaving like 2, 3 o'clock. I was waiting for the loads all morning. Finally, I got it, so I'm just gonna try to move forward as much as I can.
Is that the top or the bottom? Oh, okay.
Ish had an issue. We call it the issue because me and Ish always have this when we do a build. He never listens to what I say in the beginning.
The whole top is gonna be suede. The bottom is gonna be suede section.
On the seats that he did on the inside, the front seats were perfect, but he did the couch totally opposite than the way I asked him to do it with the suede and the leather combination.
Comprende?
He does it his own way, and then I end up making him redo it.
What do you think of his couch? Makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, it's ugly. I just wanted all in vinyl, red stitching, logo.
He made it almost look like a curtain, which looked just ridiculous.
Cause it's ugly. I said it. It's ugly. We always gotta fight about that's ugly. I'm sorry, Ish, I gotta tell you things, because if I don't tell you, it'll eat away at me. At least I'm honest. I was gonna hold it back. I didn't hold it back. I told him we gotta change it, so now he's gotta really start back at square one.
Yeah, Ryan, I gotta say that. When Ryan's right is right. And today he was right.
That's our issue we always have.
So it's Tuesday morning. Today, we're supposed to be moving this armor truck into the paint and body shop. It looks like we still got a lot more work, just like I kind of figured. Through the holiday, we weren't gonna work on Monday. I actually had some of the guys come in on Monday and get some of the stuff caught up on. We're still behind. Doesn't look like we're moving it today. If we don't have a good grip on this by tonight, I'm gonna have to pull the paint out of this whole project and change it to wrapping it. The biggest problem is we got 4 days, 14 hours to complete this build and have it done on time, and we still got probably 14 hours of testing it, just because I want it to be perfect.
I just found out that this is a 30 amp alternator or generator, and all the TVs are 5 amps by themselves. That's 25 amps.
Yeah.
And then we got the PlayStations, the
Remember
Xboxes.
that everybody said we need to add up how much amps we need so we get the right
Yeah.
one? What happened?
I wasn't involved in that adding up.
Huh?
I wasn't involved in the adding up.
We had a problem with the generator on this build. The biggest problem I think it was nobody really sat down and calculated how many amps does all this stuff take and buy the right generator.
Generator is really, really important because the last thing we want is for them to be at an event. The generator is not big enough and everything just shuts down.
Does Chad know this problem?
What?
What problem?
Well, we're drawing close to 45 amps, you know, just from all the equipment we're putting in. The generator we have is only right now technically 28 amps.
Because this was one of my big issues was I said, let's make sure that thing's got enough power to run all this stuff.
I wasn't involved in adding up though.
Why not? You are the electrician.
No one told me about it. So we're trying to figure out, get a bigger generator, strap 2 generators together.
Xbox is normally 1 amp.
How much?
It says 1 amp right on the back.
But there's a 12.1.
No, that's a voltage. It says VDC. It says 1 amp.
What is wrong with you guys? Nobody wanted to man up to whose fault it was. I think probably it was Darren's fault on this one. It's your fault.
Well, we need to make sure we have enough power.
Well, by the looks of things, it doesn't look like we're painting this thing at all. We're probably going to end up wrapping it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think we're not going to have time. I mean, if it's not done tonight, where we can move it over there, we're going to have to wrap it. We'll just keep moving forward to the way we are. I'm going to have Jeff lay out a wrap, and we'll just wrap it, and hopefully keep my fingers crossed that they're not going to be upset. So today's a pretty crazy day. I have to leave. I got to go on a business trip to go meet with Best Buy about some business, and I got to leave the shop in the hands of Alex today. Alex has definitely been left in charge of the shop many times. He's been in Germany running my shop there, so I definitely have a lot of confidence. Right now, the big thing that needs to be done on this truck is I need the guys to finish the interior out. We need to get the couch mounted. We need to get everything in it because we have the Line-X guys coming tomorrow to spray the inside floor and the inside cab, which means everything's got to be in there in its place, so when he sprays the liner down, nothing gets added in afterwards because it's not going to fit right. So that's a big concern, but Alex, I think, can deal with that. I mean, that's what he's used to. Let him worry about that. Just FYI for you, the Line-X guy's coming tomorrow at noon.
Okay.
And we got to make sure at least we have the couch and all the stuff in because I want to Line-X that whole floor. And then the inside cab, make sure everything's where it needs to be because we're going to Line-X that. In the meantime, hopefully while I'm gone, things get done because when I get back, it's going to be 2 days to do the reveal. It's going to be gung-ho trying to finish up any last things that they may have missed because I wasn't there. But I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, wish for the best. Hopefully, when I get back, it'll be all right. It's just we got to stay on that schedule where today has to be all that stuff in because when Line-X shows up tomorrow, we don't want to hold them up because they're bringing the actual mobile truck and they're going to do it here, which will be cool. That way we can help out, make sure it's taped up or whatever. I think the guys got a grip on it. See what happens when I get home.
So Ryan's been away for the last 2 days, so that leaves me the biggest chief in the building, and so the weight has been on my shoulders for the last 36 hours. It's been quite, it's quite massive. You guys ready for this? Line-X is going to be here in a couple of hours.
Yeah, that's why we're worried.
I think we're going to be on track, but where that track is running, I couldn't tell you. This is the armored car. This is Rory, Jason.
Nice to meet you. Line-X is a thick-filled polyurea. Dries in 5 seconds, so it enables us to give us an even thickness throughout it, plus a consistent-looking texture. Originally, we were expecting to only do the rear end, the cargo area of the truck.
And then up in the cab area, we want to do the walls, the ceiling, behind, like below the dash, Line-X, all that stuff.
And then they told us we want to do the cab area, which is going to take a lot of detailed masking. So I think just today we're gonna knock out the cargo area. Well, for starters, anything loose like this tape here needs to come off so we have a good base to stick to. So whatever's not stuck to it needs to come off.
Yeah. So the Line-X guys turned up today, and they want to come back tomorrow because there's just so much prep work to do on this. They're not used to the West Coast Customs schedule. These, like even these little right here, just smooth them out.
The timing is there's a clock over there that's reading 2 days left on it, 2 days and whatever how many hours there are. So, you know, there's always a time limit on these things. So I mean, we just gotta adapt and get it done.
All right, we're gonna head out and be back tomorrow morning. All right. If everything works out, we'll have it ready for you. Okay. If not, we'll be playing the waiting game. All right. See you guys. All right.
Coming up on Inside West Coast Customs.
The guys are working really, really hard. This is one of those jobs you just can't fail on. We can't miss the deadline. Everything's got to work. We don't have testing time now. Something's gonna up. Wow. It was a short but successful trip, which was good. Just met with Best Buy. We got a really, really big deal we've been working on and went to really finalize all the little tweaks that we had to do on it. That's the good news. The bad news is I'm about to walk into the shop and I'm sure things aren't gonna be the way I would have had them if I was here. Where are we at? I went down and talked with a guy.
Yeah, I saw you passing through there.
Freaking out a little bit just because.
Linux came yesterday and then they wanted to, you know, some things done. And then they started to do them and it just kind of made a little bit of a mess.
All the guys are willing to come tomorrow. We need them all. Okay.
Let me make a list of everybody that we need.
I would almost just have the whole shop come.
Yeah, well.
They came last Saturday for me, so they'll come. If there's any issues, let me know.
Yeah, no, I'll handle it.
Hello.
What's up, Ryan?
We're not gonna have time to paint this truck.
Okay.
So we need to create a wrap for it and print it and install it in a day.
A day.
So, do you think you can pull it off?
Yeah, we can do it. What else? Is that it?
That's it. And it's not that bad of news.
But it could be worse.
It's just, surprises. I like to bring you surprises every once in a while.
Yeah, the wrap would be pretty simple overall.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
The guys are working really, really hard. I mean, they know the deadline. The clock's right in front of them, so it can't be mistaken on when it's due. But everybody's put in a lot of hard work on this job. I mean, definitely we don't have testing time now. So we're gonna have to keep our fingers crossed and hope everything works. And I'm gonna tell you, I've been doing this a long, long time. Something's gonna up. What's going on is what goes on all the time. It's the same thing, build after build after build. I give them extra time. They say, oh, we're fine, we're good. And sure enough, it's this guy, this guy, this guy's fault. It's everybody's fault. But this is one of those jobs you just can't fail on. We can't miss a deadline. Everything's gotta work. Darren's having a lot of wiring issues, which I knew was gonna be a problem. And that's why I said start on it a week and a half ago so he could really have enough time to get it worked out. No sound?
The problem we had with the audio was our output was plugged into the wrong output on the TV.
I think if I was Darren, I definitely would be worried about my job. Come on, Darren, you're killing me, dude. We wired this truck for a week and a half. There was a lot of issues on that truck that could have saved us a lot of time if he would have thought ahead of time and really laid it out. Today's the day. Today we're supposed to be delivering. He needs to fix this and get this done, or he's definitely gonna have to be looking for a new job. Hey, Chad! Can you start building Darren's coffin?
It should have been tested before we put the walls on, but we got the walls off, we fixed it, and now everything's working fine.
Everybody's replaceable. Right now we got an issue with the printer. I printed out the material a little bit weird.
Well, I've been doing all these test prints, trying to figure out what's wrong, if it's the printer, if it's the media, what it is, you know. So far, it's looking like it's a combination between both the printer and the media. So the printer's giving us some banding, the media is giving us some splotchiness, and together the banding and the splotchiness just looks horrible.
Okay. A little bit stressful. Take some deep breaths and do our yoga. Keep it going.
If the print doesn't come out right, we could always just paint the truck.
But not funny.
We're in the testing phase at 0, 0, 0, 0 minutes, days, hours left. That's weird.
We just heard back from Virgin, and they kind of changed it a little bit on us. The front and back are going to be black now. Sides are going to stay red. We were having trouble printing red anyways, so it might not necessarily be all that bad. I've already got some of the black panels printing right now, and we're going to get a fresh roll of material to print the red on. Hopefully that'll take care of our problems.
So basically, I think you should grab this line right here. Yep.
tape it, do the red, and then on the front, go off of that one lip that's already there, and then do the inside black. I think we're good.
Good job. Let me see, I want to try these handles out. Perfect. Perfect.
We do all the wraps here for West Coast Customs. Anything that comes through here, we do. The whole front half is going to be black. The rear will all be in black, and the two sides are going to be red, and it'll be topped off with a black cat trim. Getting this done in a day is really no problem. Doing something like this is a pretty easy task for us, and we're used to doing it. These left for the sides right here. After we're done, and then we'll cap off the top on the front and these side pillars, and then that's going to be about it. That'll wrap it up for us.
In the beginning, again, we were gonna paint everything, so we painted the wheels to be a red, a bright red that I thought was the Virgin red. I actually okayed it, told them to paint them that color. We got the wrap finally on there. The color of the wrap was definitely a lot duller than the color of the wheels. We gotta repaint the wheels. It's my fault too, because he had the paint mix yesterday, and I was like, oh yeah, spray it, it'll be close enough. I didn't know the Virgin red was so like dark burgundy.
That's too bright. That is just, if we can at least match it to the wrap color, so it's a little more darker, that burgundy.
The brick red?
Yeah.
The wheels are the wrong color.
That's a 5-hour fix, dude.
Oh man, what are we gonna do? I knew that this thing was gonna go south. Didn't I say this thing was gonna go south? You wanna hear the funniest part of all this? Is we're -2 days and 12 hours, and we haven't even tested the stuff yet.
Ryan's concern with the acrylic box before was you can't, if there's a problem, you needed to, the whole box to be able to slide in and out so you could work on it. He was afraid if you pulled out, you'd check spots, so it'd be hard to work on it.
Anytime you have to redo something, you're set back.
Hey, Moscow, can you mount the grill? As you can see, the time behind me is 0000, -3. And there's a lot still to do. I've moved the deadline for them 3 times now, and we still haven't met it. Tonight is it. We can't move the deadline again. It's got to be done tonight. It's got to roll out of here clean tonight, and this truck cannot fail.
Last night when we were leaving, Ryan approached us and discussed possibly changing the color of the wheels. Sets us back a little bit on this project. I mean, we already painted these wheels, now we got to repaint them again. There's never enough time to do it right, but there's always enough time to do it again. I can never figure that one out. Isn't this what I was doing the other day when you told me to shoot, go away, and paint it red?
Yeah, I agreed. I made the mistake.
The results came out really good. So the color's good. The shine's where it should be on it, and I think if you look down the vehicle and you look across it, it flows right into the vehicle. You don't see any discrepancies now, so they're probably never gonna know it skipped a beat. Oh, it's quite roomy in here.
We've had basically everything on the truck, AC, games, TVs, everything's running since for about 3 hours now, since before lunch. I think it'll be done today. I'm confident it'll be done today though.
Testing looks like it's going good. Everything's linked together, everybody's playing against each other. Everybody kicked my ass, which is okay, because I don't play video games. I told him look out, because if little Ryan was here, he would have tore them all up. But it looks like everything's going good, which is a good positive thing. It's been a lot of negatives, but I think it's a good positive. All the TVs are working, games aren't getting hot no more. Buttoning up the last little things that need to be done so we can deliver this thing.
Coming up on Inside West Coast Customs.
So this build was definitely another one of those ones for the history book of why I didn't have a heart attack.
Okay, this truck is very nice.
Now you like it? Good?
Brilliant, yeah,
Cool.
absolutely great.
Cool. Sir Richard Branson.
Sir, yeah, sir. You have to make sure you say sir.
Sir. I want you to start calling me Sir Ryan.
Sir Ryan?
Yep.
Sir Ryan Freeling House a lot?
House a lot. Looks good.
Yeah, it looks cool.
So this build was definitely another one of those ones for the history book of why I didn't have a heart attack. The grill's my favorite, but we got it done. At the end of the day, we got it done. This was actually a really cool build for us because we got to do an armored truck. I've always wanted to do an armored truck.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Man, I wish the gun ports worked though.
I know, huh? So it's definitely a huge accomplishment for, I think, West Coast Customs as a brand, working with Virgin, which is one of the hugest brands we could ever ask to work for. Looks good though.
Yeah.
All right, let's go deliver it to Sir Richard Branson.
Well, should we go take it for a drive?
But at the end of the day, they all pulled it off. They all worked long on it, but everybody teamed up and got it done, and I think that's the most important part. We are here. We made it. Everything worked. Nothing's broken so far. Keeping my fingers crossed. But it's definitely in the prime location of E3. I mean, this is going to get a ton of exposure this weekend. I think we did our job. The guys really worked hard. We pulled it off. It's here. We're good to go. Definitely Zach, Billy, and Ryan were really stoked on it.
Sir Ryan.
It's good to see you. This was a cool experience for them to come to the shop, hang out with us, and then see the transformation of this truck turn into what it is.
Nothing to not like about it. Everything they've done, like the attention to detail has just been so phenomenal. Like they put so much thought and effort into it.
We got this 50-inch TVs right here, the LCDs, or LEDs.
Beautiful.
Which are really cool.
Everything, you look at it, you don't even know where to start because it's so amazing. There's so many different elements to it that you're just in awe of it.
And then, pow! You just get hit by
It's mind-blowing.
the glowing game stations.
This is a great vehicle to take out there and show people we're about gaming and we're about money and safety and security, and we think this truck embodies all those things.
I mean, we used Lamborghini suede on the walls, on the roof.
We got Lamborghini
Look at this behind. That's dope.
The lit up signs, and then all the shelves
stitching in the
glow.
seats.
Thanks so much, Ryan. West Coast Customs.
Thanks.
West Coast Customs.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Ryan.
Appreciate it, man.
It was definitely a different experience. I mean, usually when I get to meet our customer that we're building the car for, we get to spend a little bit of time. Richard's definitely on a tight schedule, and he's really concerned about women.
We're just missing female company. Let's get some females. We need some females. We need some women in here. It's not the same without women. Come on. If you're gonna have a pimped up truck, you gotta have the women.
So I was kind of secondary to the whole meeting.
Okay, this truck is very nice. This truck's good. This truck's all right. Pimped up perfectly. No, it's great. I mean, I love these sort of pimped up ideas, and it was all the better when the girls came in. Tell them about your truck.
Yeah.
So we built this armored truck to release the Virgin branding in the Virgin gaming world. And we started with armored truck, which was a big pile of junk almost. But we did our magic to it. I wanted to kind of feel like the airplanes a little bit.
Excellent.
So we added some of the branding in certain places, but definitely it's got all the video games outside and inside. So there's 4 game stations, so everybody can play games against each other.
I've now completed the truck for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Definitely. Yeah, I just wanted you to give it the stamp of approval.
You have full stamp of approval. Okay.
But at the end of the day, he gave me the high five. He said, this thing's awesome. He loves the way it turned out. It's representing the brand the way he wants to represent.
I don't think I'll do it for you. Thank you.
So good?
Brilliant. Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely great.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you very much. No, very well done.
And I think everybody's happy, so we're in good shape.
Next time on Inside West Coast Customs. So Alienware is a company that's reached out to us to build them a H1 Hummer. Hopefully these guys can knock this thing out on time and early, ahead of schedule this time, so we can do our testing.
I'm getting a little irritated with the whole, we got plenty of time.
You want me to go get the rendering?
I don't care if you get the rendering or not. I just keep looking at that clock. I come out here and my chest starts hurting. What are we doing out here?
Hey, what language did you write this in?